Welcome to Miko House YouTube review of Elevate, a remarkable project designed by Studio IAAD. Elevate is a co-venture housing project, a collaboration between Hines and Conscient, two prominent developers in the Indian real estate sector. Spanning across 10,000 square feet, this project showcases the combined expertise of these industry leaders, with Studio IAAD handling the architecture, interiors, landscaping, and FF&E. Elevate is a project designed by Studio IAAD. Located in the plush suburbs of Gurugram in NCR, Elevate is a co-venture housing project marking the collaboration of Hines and Conscient, two major league developers in the Indian real estate sector. Spread across an area of about 10,000 square feet, the design scope comprised architecture, interiors, landscaping and FF&E, skillfully realized by Studio IAAD. Photography by Andre J. Fantomi Studio Knots and Crosses. The holistic design brief allowed for a versatile and flexible intervention. The idea was to elevate the person entering the condominiums from the chaos of the noisy world's frantic pace to a quieter, peaceful space where they can relax and take a breath of fresh air. The Biophilic approach, a signature of Studio IAAD's brand, nurtures an intimate connection of the user with nature without foregoing modern comforts, whilst employing greenery as a buffer to mute the clangor of the cosmopolitan city, enabling well-being. As you approach Elevate, you'll be greeted by a serene forest-like setting. The narrow pathway is enveloped by overarching trees, leading you to a circular courtyard with a stunning sculpture at its center. This courtyard serves as a gateway, connecting the building to the surrounding landscape through a dynamic walkway adorned with tropical trees and vibrant petunia flower beds. It's a truly blissful environment that transports you into a peaceful oasis. Nestled in a forest-like setting, the approach to the House evokes tranquility. The visitor is greeted with a narrow pathway on entry, wrapped in an enclosing thicket of overarching trees. It trails up to a circular courtyard with a sculpture at its nucleus that embodies the aesthetics of grace, harmony, and serenity. This courtyard connects to the building through a dynamic walkway peppered with abundant tropical trees and blossoming petunia flower beds on either side, activating the pedestrian experience and crafting a blissful forest-like environment. Encompassed within green canopies, the building seems to emerge from the verdant landscape, akin to the trees that surround it. At the heart of Elevate, you'll find an open courtyard that divides the building into two visually connected parts. This deliberate design intervention creates a distinct atmosphere, further enhanced by the inclusion of human-formed sculptures by Mukul Goyal. These sculptures, with their faces directed towards the sky, symbolize liberation and elevation. Steeped in a contemporary theme, the design also nods to rustic simplicity and examples of European aesthetics in the interiors. The structure metaphorically manifests itself as a glass box at the ground level, wrapped in transparent ribbons of glazing and holding up the levitating opaque mass that houses the private enclosed spaces on top. The expansive glass walls offer unhindered views of the scenic splendor around, enriching the visual experience. A sleek metal skeleton supports the structure, framing the glass facade and giving it a modern edge, thereby reducing the need for boxy columns. An open courtyard that forms the nexus of the project creates a niche in the building mass, dividing it into two distinct parts that remain visually connected. A conscious intervention places multiple human-formed sculptures by Mukul Goyal to adorn the courtyard space with their faces, directed towards the sky, representing the notion of being liberated and elevated. Elevate by Studio IAAD is a true testament to the power of design. Its seamless blend of nature and modernity creates a tranquil retreat that elevates your senses and nurtures your well-being. If you're seeking a place where luxury meets serenity, Elevate is the perfect choice.